Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Imelda Saskia and I'm come from class 3A. And today I will explain the concept of American modernism, one of the most important literary movements of the early 28th century, and then show how its characteristics appear in William Faulkner's short story That Evening Sun. American modernism developed broadly between 1910 and 1945 during a period of rapid change. The effects of World War I, the rise of industrialization, and new psychological ideas made people feel that traditional beliefs no longer fit the modern world. Because of this, writers began to experiment with new narrative techniques and explore deeper psychological truths. Modernist literature often feels fragmented, uncertain, and focused on the inner life of individuals rather than on clear, linear storytelling. One major characteristic of American modernism is fragmented narrative structure. Modernist writers break away from traditional storytelling and use shifting perspectives, nonlinear timelines, and unreliable narrators. This mirrors the idea that life itself is chaotic and confusing. Another important feature is the focus on psychological depth. Instead of describing only external events, modernist writers explore emotions, fears, trauma, and the subconscious mind. Writers like Hemingway and Faulkner often show characters who are emotionally wounded or searching for meaning. Modernist works also express a strong sense of disillusionment. Many characters feel alienated or unsure of their identity, reflecting a world that no longer feels stable. At the same time, language becomes more experimental. Writers use symbolism, stream of consciousness, and unusual structure to capture the complexity of modern life. Finally, the modernism often includes social criticism, touching on issues such as racism, class divisions, and the failure of traditional values. One powerful example of American modernism is William Faulkner's short story That Evening Suns. The story reflects modernist ideas in several ways. First, it uses a child narrator, Quentin Compson, who looks back on events from his childhood. Because the story is told from a limited and unreliable perspective, the reader must interpret the truth behind the events. This uncertainty is a modernist technique. The narrative does not provide clear explanation, instead, it shows how memory and perception shape reality. The main character, Nancy, is an African American woman living in fear that her husband, Jesus, will kill her. Her fear creates a deep sense of psychological tension and modernism. Readers are unsure whether Jesus is truly a threat or whether Nancy's fear is driven by trauma and social oppression. This ambiguity reflects the modernist idea that truth is often unstable and subjective. The story also reveals the failure of social systems, another modernist concern. The white Compson family sees Nancy suffering but doesn't truly help her. Their indifference exposes the racial inequality of the American South and highlights how society often fails to protect the vulnerable. Faulkner uses this situation to critique the social structure of his time. Finally, the ending of That Evening Sun is left unresolved. We never learn what happens to Nancy. This open, incomplete ending is typical of modernist literature, which often avoids neat conclusions. Instead, the story forces readers to confront fear, insecurity, and the fragmentation of human experience. In conclusion, American modernism is a movement that challenges traditional storytelling by using fragmented structure, psychological depth, social criticism, and a sense of uncertainty. William Faulkner's That Evening Sun is a clear example of these ideas, showing how modernist writers represented the complexities and anxieties of modern American life. That's all for me. I'm sorry if there's any mistakes. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.